Thousands of experts, scientists, and politicians from around the globe have gathered in Vienna to discuss HIV/AIDS prevention. But as RT Sarah Firth reports, the convention has also attracted skeptics who oppose mainstream beliefs surrounding the deadly virus.
Well, it's the opening day of the AIDS 2010 conference here in Vienna. People have been arriving all morning to register and enter the global village, which is going to be the centre of much of the discussion over the coming week. Now, it's thought that around 25,000 people will be attending this year's conference, including policymakers, activists, scientists, community workers, and people living with HIV and AIDS, all to discuss the latest developments in this field. Now, separately, over the last couple of days and ahead of the main conference, we've seen a separate, much smaller group gathering to discuss alternative views that challenge the mainstream idea about HIV and AIDS. In fact, challenging the traditional methods of treatment and the definition of HIV and AIDS itself. Now, most of the people that are attending this conference, the delegates and scientists, have said that they want no part to even interact in a conversation with this separate group. They've completely ignored it, saying that this is not something that they're willing to discuss, and they'll be focusing very much on the topics that they'll be discussing here this week. Now, we know that some of these main topics are going to be prevention of HIV. That's been a big issue. Now, we know that in 2005 they set a December 2010 deadline for universal access to HIV prevention, and it's thought that most countries have fallen pretty far short of those targets. They'll certainly be discussing ways to progress that moving forward. Now, among other topics of discussion are likely to be cost-saving technologies as well as new technologies. And another main issue here for this conference is HIV prevalence in injecting drug users. Now, organisers of the conference have said that Vienna was chosen as the host in part due to its proximity to Eastern European countries, including Russia and the Ukraine, which have been identified as hotspots for prevalence of HIV in injecting drug users. So that'll be another topic that's discussed here throughout the week. But for today, the opening talks are going to be starting at 7. There'll be introductory talks, and we'll be bringing you the latest from them as they happen.